So I have solar panels on the back of my property, and the power from the solar panels is actually sufficient to charge the Nissan Leaf completely when you've got a nice warm summer's day. And it's very satisfying to actually think that you can charge the car for zero cost. So to typically charge a Nissan Leaf costs about £2 to £3 if you're on a normal electricity tariff, but actually having the solar panels means I can charge my car, especially during the summer months, completely free of charge. And we typically spend, we get about 3 pence per mile is the actual cost to run the vehicle. So it's a fantastic deal. So if you discount the actual cost of production or carbon cost of production of the solar panels in the first instance, once they're installed, they should generate clean electricity for about 25 years, the life of the panels, or potentially even more. And that means that the electricity that they produce is completely carbon-free. The vehicle itself has completely carbon-free emissions because it doesn't produce any. So it's a fantastic way to actually reduce the carbon footprint. Fitting the solar panels onto the roof of the property took less than a day, and it was a really quick and simple job. And I would suggest that anybody who's considering getting an electric vehicle considers putting solar panels on their roof if the property is suitable for it, because it's a great way to save money in the long run, and it's also good for the environment.
As being a cluster champion, all I had to do was really get people interested. I was very interested in the trial, and we needed to get at least 10, and there's 23 on this estate, so it was just my responsibility of explaining what the trial was to the rest of my neighbours. Well, I started by putting letters in every door, and then went round one Sunday afternoon and knocked on everybody to check they got it and understood what I was actually explaining. I think at first sometimes people thought I was actually selling the cars, so I had to explain I wasn't. Got the car December 2013, so I've had it now for 40 months, and I've done 15,500 miles in it. If I'm going a little bit further afield, and I do a couple of times a week where I'm going down to North Yorkshire or Teesside, you've just got to plan your journeys. You've just got to know where the charging points are to make sure you can do it within that run.
It was the running costs really. I've got quite a long distance to drive to work, and the money that I save from not having to put petrol in my car every day is a lot. I think it works out about 3 pence a mile in an electric car, so I save a lot of money. I'm 21 and sort of it's like my first proper job, so it's quite a distance for me at the moment. And I did try it for the first few months. I did have a petrol car, and I'm saving sort of £40 a week. The electric car experience I found really enjoyable. It's a lovely car to drive. It's quite nippy. It's got enough range for myself. I mean, I've used it further than going to work. I've been to Glasgow in it. It's interesting, it turns people's heads. You get people asking you about, if you parked at a charging point, for example, you get people asking about the car. They say, do you not put petrol in it, that sort of thing. It's an interesting experience overall, yeah.